welcome to another interesting literature in English class. My name is Precious Balogun. Our theme for today is General Introduction to Drama, and our topic is Theme, Part 1. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to define theme, and finally, state and explain the types of themes. There are three genres of literature. We have poetry, which is the use of verse and forms to express ideas or feelings. Also, we have prose, which is a form of expression, either written or spoken. It is written in paragraphs and chapters. And finally, we have drama, which is our main focus of this study. Drama is a form of literature acted on stage by characters. These characters communicate through dialogue. Drama is also divided into acts and scenes. An example of a drama text is The Death and the King's Horseman by Wole Soyinka. The person who writes a drama text is known as a playwright. Every playwright always has a central idea or main idea which they want to pass on to their audience or readers. These ideas could be on love, friendship, war, death, forgiveness, betrayal, pride, and so on. This central idea is what we call theme. Now let's take a look at what theme is. The theme of the play is a central idea or underlying message the author wants to pass on to his audience or readers. For example, in the play, Sizwe Bansi is Dead, the central idea is identity. The author uses his characters, Sizwe Bansi, Buntu, the man, Style, and Robert Zwelizima, to explore his idea, identity. Now let's take a look at the two types of theme. We have the major theme and the minor theme. What is a major theme? The major theme can be defined as the main idea or the main message of a playwright. The playwright emphasizes this through his characters by using dialogues and actions. Now let's take a look at some examples of the major themes in a play. In the play The Gods Are Not to Blame by Olarotimi, we have themes like betrayal, disobedience, and fate. We can see betrayal in two parts. In the first character, Bonka. Bonka was instructed by King Adetusa to kill the baby Odewale, but he betrayed the trust of the king and gave Odewale to a hunter who needed a child. The second character that portrayed betrayal is the character Alaka. Alaka is a friend of Odewale. Alaka knew the paternity of Odewale but did not tell him. He betrayed his trust. For disobedience, we also have the character Bonka. Bonka disobeyed the instruction of King Adetusa by not killing the baby Odewale, but he gave the baby to the hunter Ogundele. The final theme of the play is fate. The whole play revolves around the theme fate, because the life of Odewale shows that there is a driving force behind every action that we make. Now, let's take a look at what a minor theme is. The minor theme can be defined as an idea discussed briefly by the playwright in his or her play. An example of a minor theme can be seen in the play Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare as foolishness. This theme can be seen in the quarrel between the Capulets family and the Montagues family. Now that we know the two types of themes, let's see how these themes can be identified in a play. There are two ways a theme or themes can be identified in a play. The first we have is implied and the second stated. When we say imply, we mean that the playwright does not clearly state or directly state the theme of a play. He just suggests this theme by the use of his characters, actions, and scenes. When we say implied theme, we mean that the playwright does not directly or clearly state the theme of the play. The theme is suggested by the characters through their dialogues. Now, the next one is stated. When we say a theme is stated, this means the playwright clearly states the main idea of a play through his characters and dialogues. Now, let's take a look at some examples of an implied theme. A good example can be seen in this excerpt. Every morning, Adaeze sweeps the whole compound, goes to the stream to fetch water and fetches some firewood. She equally prepares breakfast for her parents before she goes to school. From the excerpt we just read, we discover that the playwright did not clearly state what the theme of the play is, but we can infer that the theme is Adaeze is hardworking. Now, let's take a look at an example of a stated theme. Okon suffered last night. He slept on the bare floor without a cover cloth. The cold chills of the night crept under his skin. The mosquitoes were not left out as they chanted their anthem as they hovered round him. From this excerpt, we can see that the theme of the play is clearly stated by the author. All he said was that Okon suffered last night. So that is the theme of the play. That is the central idea. Having said all this, we've come to the end of today's class. But before we go, let's take a quick summary of all we've learned so far. We've learned that the theme of a play is the underlying message or central idea that the author tries to convey through the characters and events to his audience or readers. We've also learned that there are two types of themes, namely major theme and minor theme. Finally, we've learned that they can either be stated or implied by the author. Now, let's take the following questions to see how much we've learned so far. Question 1. Which of the following best defines a theme? A. The underlying message in a play. B. The attitude of the writer in the play. Or C. The mood of the play. And the correct answer is A. The underlying message in a play. Question 2. What is the central idea from the excerpt below? Rivers State is the treasure base of the nation. It has different mineral resources like petroleum, natural gas, silica sand, glass sand, and clay. A. River State has natural gas, silica sand, and clay. B. River State is the treasure base of the nation. Or C. River State is made up of petroleum and sand. The correct answer is B. River State is the treasure base of the nation. This will be all for this class. I believe by now you know what a theme is and the two types of themes. See you in our next class. Bye!